Hello, my name is Ciaran, and this is my enterprise story. It starts in 2019 and the fall semester of my junior year. This was an exciting time for me. I was finally 16, which meant that the internships that I had had my eye on for almost a full year were finally available to me. I know most enterprising youth can relate to those frustrating age limits that bar us from pursuing the most exciting opportunities. So, free from those obstacles, I did some research online and I found Enterprise for Youth among many other programs. I signed up for the Job Readiness Training Program in the hopes that they would be able to help me secure an educational internship that would broaden my horizons and help me decide on what to study in college. I started the training with Carlo and Noah. For the next 9 weeks, every Friday after school, I would take the train from Lowell in the Sunset all the way across the city to Pine Street downtown. I made my first resume, wrote my first cover letter, and got my first real exposure to the world of professional careers. Through panels and research projects, I finally gained an understanding of what I might like to pursue after high school. Things were looking up. I was on track for an exciting summer internship, and I was finally getting more comfortable with the enterprise family. Then COVID-19 struck. As many of us can likely relate to, all of my plans for the upcoming summer were thrown out the window. The internship I had been looking forward to was unfortunately canceled. I'm not proud to admit this, but for many weeks I did nothing but sit through Zoom classes and lounge around the house. If you know me well, you know I hate being unproductive. Not only was I not getting anything done, but my mental health was suffering because of it. So, determined not to surrender my summer to SAT prep and Netflix, I resolved to use the skills Enterprise had taught me and reach out to my network. I emailed teachers, friends, and enterprise staff in search of some way to spend my summer productively. After a few weeks of this, I got in contact with Megan at Enterprise and thankfully worked my way into a career exploration internship. This was a brand new program organized by Enterprise at the last minute to provide their young people with working experience during the pandemic. If I'm being honest, I did not have the highest expectations. I had just finished a semester of online school, which involved hours of awkward breakout rooms and teachers wrestling with the virtual format. But as the program went on, I became more and more impressed with the internship. For 5 weeks over the summer, I learned about a myriad of career options through discussions with professionals, virtual workplace tours, and research opportunities. My favorite part of the program was the diversity of perspectives we were able to hear. One week, we would be listening to engineers and computer scientists, and the next week, we could listen to nonprofit CEOs and artists. I learned about careers and pathways to the professional world that I had not even considered. By the end of the program, I was confident in my choice to pursue computer science as my career. The program directors appreciated my participation, and by the end of the summer, I was offered a letter of recommendation and an opportunity to join Enterprise's Youth Council. I was also one of 5 youth nominated by Enterprise to a scholarship called the Posse Scholarship. I was fortunate enough to be selected by the Posse Foundation to receive a full tuition scholarship to Lehigh University in Pennsylvania, where I will be attending college in the fall. I started off this summer not knowing what the future held, worried about making the most of my summer during a devastating pandemic and economic recession. Fortunately, I came out of that very same summer with new connections, a spot on the youth council, and a full tuition scholarship that has changed my life and my family's lives forever. On top of that, I gained an understanding of the professional world and finally figured out what I wanted to do in my career. We have all struggled during the past year, and my experience with Enterprise has taught me to never give up and make the most of every opportunity. Thank you.